What's a secret you found out that you wish you didn't? 6 months after my wife passed away, I finally found it in me to fulfill her last wish. Claire had made it clear. She wanted her ashes scattered at the beach where we used to take Ethan every summer. The same beach where she taught him how to swim, and where we spent our anniversaries walking along the shore like we had all the time in the world. I wasn't ready before. I couldn't even look at the urn without feeling like I was drowning. But eventually, the silence in the house became too loud. I told Ethan we were going. He was sitting on the couch, scrolling through his phone like always. He didn't say much, just nodded without looking at me. He'd barely talked since the funeral, and I figured it was just his way of coping. Grief's weird like that. We left early the next morning. The drive was long and quiet. I tried making conversation, pointing out spots we used to stop at on road trips. He nodded sometimes, but mostly stared out the window. His arms were folded tight across his chest. Every time I looked over, he seemed smaller than usual, like he was trying to fold into himself. About halfway there, I caught him wiping at his eyes. He said it was nothing, allergies or something. I didn't press it. I probably should have. When we finally got to the beach, it was just before sunset. The sky was doing that golden pink thing Claire used to love. She always said it made everything feel softer. Ethan was lagging behind me as we walked down toward the water. I thought he was just tired. I pulled out the urn when we got close to the shoreline. My hands were shaking. I opened the lid and froze. Something was off. It didn't look right. The texture was too fine, almost like sand. I didn't say anything at first. I just stared. Ethan looked at me, and his face went pale. That's when he broke. He dropped to his knees in the sand and just said, "I'm sorry," over and over. I didn't understand at first. Then he told me everything. Weeks ago, he had switched the ashes for sand. He'd kept the real urn hidden in his closet. He said he couldn't let her go, that if we scattered her, she'd really be gone, and he wasn't ready for that. I felt like the air had been punched out of me. I wanted to yell, but nothing came out. I just stood there holding the urn full of beach sand while my son cried in front of me. Eventually, I sat down next to him. Neither of us said anything for a while, but then we talked. For the first time in months. We went back to the little rental place that night. I found the real urn in his room. He had it wrapped in one of Claire's scarves. The next morning, we walked back to the beach, this time together. I brought a small pendant I'd been saving, one of those ones that holds a little bit of ash. I gave it to him before we opened the urn. We poured a tiny bit into the pendant and scattered the rest into the waves. Ethan stood next to me. He didn't cry, just breathed, like it was the first full breath he'd taken in months.